Oh, sweet baby Jeebus. Hey internet, it's Tuesday, March 2nd, 2010, and I just feel bleh today. The kind of feeling that's not even described with words, just grunty sounds. See, but the one thing I do know is that even though I'm depressed, my day is way better than this kid's day. And it's not even because of that crazy fall, it's because the kid has early onset diabetes. Oh man.
This is a news show. There's plays the footage everywhere. Please figure what to say to you.
He opens with a diabetes joke? This show must be highbrow. Sorry, there were so many comments yesterday saying, Phil, this is your best video in a while. I just wanted to lower the bar. That way, after a bad video, you're thinking, well, you know, I'm not sure if I liked it, but he didn't make fun of AIDS. So there's that. Guys, a lot of the things that happened today are related to the Chile earthquake. Now, we talked about it yesterday. It was the 8.8 magnitude earthquake that's killed more than 700 people. I mean, just so you understand how crazy this earthquake was, scientists have investigated and found out that the earthquake was so intense that it shifted the Earth's axis, and days for the rest of time have gotten 1.6 microseconds shorter. And today's a microsecond, so it's not like I'm telling you and you're like, oh my god, I'm late for lunch. I'm probably just amazed because I'm a geek, because it seems like it's something so insignificant, a microsecond. But it's one moment in time that has changed something forever, that has existed for longer than I can fathom. Then, of course, the other aspect of the earthquake was reporting on it. Now, before we talk about anyone that works at any news station, understand that I think everyone that works at a news station is crazy. They are paid to sensationalize the news, or as they say, reporting it. I believe that CNN is the most trusted news source, as much as I think Fox News is fair and balanced. Now, the reason I bring this up is Rick Sanchez of CNN has been getting slammed by everyone over his coverage of the Chile earthquake. And it was for a variety of reasons, because Rick Sanchez was confusing Hawaii with the Galapagos Islands, being a dick to the oceanographer, and saying probably one of the stupidest things I've heard in a while on TV. 9 meters, okay, but what is that in English? Why does he push the stereotype of Americans? And the last thing I'll talk about with this earthquake are the donations. Now with donations, surveys are saying people are a lot less likely to donate to this cause. And it goes into a lot of babble, even some jibba jabba. But here's the best way to explain it. You know, you're walking home from work, you see a homeless person on the side of the road, you feel bad, you give them some money and you give them a sandwich. Almost magically, you feel better about yourself, even though you shouldn't, because you're banging your best friend Tommy's girlfriend, and that's not really a good thing, because he's eventually going to find out, and he has a temper. But for the moment, you feel good. And so you continue down the street with a skip in your step, until you see an even more broken down homeless person. Now people either A, don't have any more extra money, or B, already single-handedly saved the world. They don't feel like they need to do it again. Or in other words, motherfucker got my own bills. It's all kind of terrible for the people living in Chile, because not only are they the victims of a terrible disaster, they are the victims of bad timing of the terrible disaster. But moving on to some happy fun time news, a lot of people in Texas have recently found out that their newborns have had blood samples taken from them and sent to a federal lab to help build a DNA database. Now what usually happens when you have a baby is they take a blood sample, you know, they test it to see if you're going to have any defects, and then they would usually throw it away. But recently, certain places have started to store them. They say the reasoning behind this is that it would help them with missing persons cases, or if they found blood at a crime scene of a first-time offender. But let's be honest and just call it what it is, a complete obstruction of a person's right to privacy. Now this particular program has stopped, and they were ordered to destroy all the blood samples, which resulted in 5 million blood spots. Kinda crazy what Big Brother's doing when you're not watching. And of course, the final thing of today, guy stuff. Because I need a center shot. I mean, because it's interesting. The monster that is Coco. She posted a bunch of new modeling pics, and I was like, hey, who would enjoy this? 68% of my audience. So after this video, check the description of this video, those galleries, any of the stories I talk about, or even my vlogity. And of course, my favorite part of every show, the question of the day. And I especially enjoyed yesterday's responses for what would you do if the internet did not exist? And 90% of you said things along the lines of stand outside your window and listen to you talk about the news, masturbate a lot, and not be fat. Whatever you have to tell yourself. But Tuesday's question of the day, if you could have a chip installed into your thumb that could do things like turn on your light or control your TV, or it's like you swipe it and it's your credit card, or maybe even track you, would that be awesome? And you can pick and choose any of those things that you'd want it to do. Or is it a bad idea? Because it would like increase thumb-related violence. Can't hitchhike now, can ya, bitch? But guys, that's everything that mattered to me this Tuesday. My name's Philip DeFranco, and you've been filled in. I'll see you tomorrow.